Hi, I'm Millicent.
And I'm Keisha, and welcome to
Who Does That?
The show that brings stupidity to the spotlight.
Where we enroll stupidity into the school of hard knocks as we bring situations to your attention that put the question on your mind that came to our mind when we heard it. Who does that?
Ready to take them to the red carpet?
Situation number one.
Situation number one. Okay, you have been dating your girlfriend for about 2 years. Strong. You all are a known couple, power couple. Your family has been introduced to her family. Y'all been kicking it for a minute. Y'all doing your thing. And out of nowhere, you go AWOL. No call, no show, no text, no anything. And even when she tries to call, you don't answer. You don't respond. Family doesn't know what's going on. Nobody's called and said you were dead. So with that being said, you're just out of the picture. Then out of the blue again, you're just sending text messages saying, "What's up, baby? Send me some pictures of you." And ask for some conjugal visits.
Who does that? Okay, FYI. When you go AWOL, you might want to be careful because when you come back, it might be somebody else opening that door.
And anytime that you are, they have this in the workplace, no call, no show, grounds for termination.
Yes.
Okay, so, we have to employ that in the world of relationships as well. I mean, even a best friend, even a family member, most people trip out on, okay, we've been talking every day, we've been relating to each other every day. This is my girl right here. If I ain't heard from her in a minute, I'm calling and say,
exactly.
Chick, what's up? What's going on? So this is your significant other, the person, your partner, you all are together, and you just disappear. And then you have the nerve to call, send a text, and think you have the same privileges?
Wait a minute. So when you're terminated, I will be the first to tell you, insurance stops, money stops, same thing in relationships. Any type of benefits that you did have, they're gone.
And remember, when you walk out on a relationship, you walked out on all those benefits. It might have been cons, but you walked out on the pros too. Everything has pros and cons, and you have to be mindful of how you treat people. On a serious note here, we need to be mindful. If you didn't want the chick, you don't want to be there anymore, send a memo, have a meeting, do something. Send a text. In this world of texting today, tweet it, let everybody know. At least let the chick know, hey, we're not together anymore. She doesn't need to just kind of wake up and be like, okay, I guess we're not together anymore.
I will say this is probably one of my hugest pet peeves. I cannot stand people being unresponsive. Give me a yes, give me a no, give me maybe, give me sometime, give me however, but don't just say nothing.
Nothing. That's so childish.
Silence will end the relationship with the quickness.
Yeah, that's very childish. And, if you're going to try to even come back, please apologize.
Yeah, you definitely got to be, like you were saying even last week, at least come back with a humble spirit or acknowledge that you done did something wrong.
And unless you were in prison, in traction, in a coma, and since the family didn't acknowledge this person and let them know that you were in prison, in traction, or in a coma, then you need to come back with your A game on the baby. I'm sorry, some flowers, dinner, something. And whether it be man or woman, you just don't walk out on the person and then just step back in like they were on pause, waiting for you. And as Millicent said, when you do knock on the door, you might need to get McGruff the crime dog answering the door for you.
Because there might be somebody else that might greet you there.
And another last minute on this one, don't ever think that people don't have other choices. Their choice could just be not without you. That don't mean they want somebody else, but don't test them. Don't test the waters.
Well, I'm glad you brought up testing, because that's one thing that really frustrates me when people say, I just had to sit back, see how it go. I want to test the relationship, see if it's still sturdy. You don't have to test the relationship. Life will test the relationship. See, the problem with people testing relationships is you end up the one failing.
And if you're doing your personal research, watch me if you're bad. I'll give you a show to look at if you're going to be testing the relationship and trying to see what this person is going to do after you just step back and try to figure out what their character is. As Millicent said, the character of the two people will be tested based on the situations that you get in.
That's the purpose of
really,
life.
Millicent,
who does that? Okay, situation number two.
Number two is a mess.
Okay, so this woman is at a convenience store and she's putting her card up after putting her groceries and stuff in the car. Well, as she's putting her cart up, this guy rolls down the window and he's like, you know, psst, psst, miss, you know. She turns around and he says, amazing. So she's looking like, okay, I must have missed something. What are you talking about?
The 3 things he already did wrong. But we're going to talk about that in a minute. Because unless you got a bad lisp, please stop, people.
I know, right? So he says, amazing. She's like, okay, I guess that's a compliment. So he says, your body is amazing.
Wow.
So she's standing there like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say thank you or look at you crazy or what. So she says, thank you, and proceeds to walk back to her car, and he stops her by saying, is there any way I can see more of your body? Who does that?
Okay, mister, you wrong on like 8 different levels. Number 1, don't nobody ever. Number 2, you don't ask a strange lady that you have not even asked her name.
Thank you.
Can you see more of her body? That's the worst pickup line I have heard. And I've heard many in my day, but this one ranked at the top as the worst. Physical pickups. Men, when you at a loss for words, this is a man totally out of ideas here, chick. Just totally gone. When you at a loss for words, hello, how you doing? You look nice. What's your name?
Exactly.
It will work with people that can read.
I think what got me the most when I heard the story.
Oh my God, this
sorry.
dude is
This
out of order.
Too funny. I think what got me the most is she was saying that he looked toe up from the floor.
A lot of confidence. He had a lot of confidence. I'm gonna give him that. He had a lot of confidence.
That's all it is, though. It's confidence. It's false, though.
Yeah, it's false confidence.
False confidence. And people don't realize that. They think, well, I got confidence, so what's the big deal? Yeah, but it needs to be confidence rooted in something of value, of substance.
Conversation. A conversation. That works in 2011. The worst pickup line ever. Please don't ever go back out.
Ever.
I watch Criminal Minds. I would think that I would be in trouble of my life.
I forgot the best part. So she's driving out of the parking lot.
Oh my God.
And he's still sitting in the car doing like this. Even prayer can't help this.
No, you the worst dude on the list this week of what?
Who does that?
We're going to do a bonus this week. We're going to do one more to let you know about this one. Now, I want you to ask the question, and when we say it, please join in on the question of
who does that?
Okay, you have a girlfriend that you live with, and you and the girlfriend have been kind of going back and forth with trust issues, being that she bought an iPhone for you, and she has GPS, and she has tracked you and found you with another lady. So there are trust issues going on in this relationship. So she says, well, I'm going to drive your car, you drive my car, all of this, trying to work it out. You say, okay, baby, I'm sorry, I'm trying to work it out. Well, she's driving home one day, and the hotel that's right beside your apartment building, her car is parked out in the parking lot, and she's not there. So she goes to her phone, because you're in her car. But mind you, I said the hotel next to your apartment building. Now, she calls you on the phone. You don't answer. She goes in. She asks the front desk for your name and room number, and they give it to her. She calls the front desk. She calls your room, and she says, there's a problem downstairs. Would you come downstairs? You go and see her standing in the parking lot, in the lobby, and you ask her, how did you find me? Who does that?
Okay, y'all. FYI, it is 2011. If you don't know how technology works, I'm going to need you to learn that this year.
Oh, I forgot this part. You said the phone was off. Duh, there's a signal being thrown out from your phone to track it just in case you lose it, idiot. But let's talk about the hotel next to the apartment.
Exactly.
If you usually do your side pieces, you usually try to find like other sides of town. People do out of town.
Exactly.
trips. They try to keep that a little secluded from the home.
And again, we're not trying to tell you go cheap, but I'm just saying if you're going to do it, at least be wise about it. Why would you go to a hotel right next to? There are people that don't even cheat in their city.
Same cities. So, right. They going across East Coast, West Coast. You next door to your house.
And the sad part about it is, I mean, let's just be honest though, you guys. If you over 30, just stop it. Stop it. Just break the relationship.
I don't
life
want
is
no
too
more.
short
Right.
for you to be sitting up here trying to have 3 or 4 relationships, trying to have all these little games.
41.
Oh, shut up! I didn't know that part. Yeah,
Just stop with the cheating.
Yeah.
That was cute
Wow.
in college.
Wow.
That was cute. Hey, I did it. Thought it was cute.
wow.
I played myself.
But
you
it's
know,
just
at
like
the
they
end of the
said,
day,
when you're a child, you think it's a child.
But when
you
I become a
grow,
man,
you really
let
should be
that
thinking
go.
like a man.
one at a time, you're trying to look for some substance in your life. You're trying to
Yes.
look for something to be rooted in. If you don't want a steady relationship and you do want to move around, then don't get in a steady relationship, especially move in with someone
Yeah, definitely.
with the under the auspices of we're a couple.
And I'm gonna need you to Google iPhone 4 next time.
I'm gonna
And,
need you to find a new
GPS.
hotel next time, like out of state next time. The lady already found you across town the first time.
Yeah.
And you across
You a repeat
the
offender.
street in her car. We're gonna end this with
Who does that?
those are our situations this week. Tune in next week for another episode of
Who Does That?
where we're going to be bringing situations that are going to put the question on your mind, and hopefully it is not you of
Who does that? And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Who Does That Blog. Or if you have questions or concerns, or better yet, if you have stories that you want us to share on the show, email us at info@whodoesthatblog.com. Until next time, who does that?
Hopefully it's not you.
Yes, peace.
Peace.